Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Drew with Action Millionaire. Today I'm going to talk about change. More specifically, I'm going to talk about, or really ask the question, do you want to change your life or just appear like you're changing? Do you want to fix yourself from the inside out or just fix the outside and make it look like you're doing okay on the inside? Or fix your outward appearance and everything else inside, and your thoughts and your feelings and everything inside is just crap? And this is a question that I had to ask myself a long time ago. Do I want to change? Am I willing to make the change? Or do I just want to act like I'm changing or appear like I'm changing? And really, the only thing I'm doing when I do that is lying to myself. The only thing I'm doing is trying to fool myself in being someone who I'm not. So what I found in my life is working from the inside out is the number one key to changing your life. Changing my life, I had to work from the inside out. In my recovery, in my family life, in my work life, I could not just put on a face and put on a facade that I was doing something I really wasn't doing. I tried for years to run from myself. It didn't work. Everywhere I went, there I was. And I tried to be someone else when I wasn't ready to be that person, when I wasn't ready to make that change in my life. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap, and I'm learning that, and I learn that every day listening to people talk that don't put in the action. If you don't put in the action, then nothing's going to happen. If you want to change aspects in your life, if you want to change, let's say, your health, your weight, you have to go to the gym. You have to be active. You have to work out. You have to eat right. You have to put in that work. Those weights are not going to lift themselves. Every day I go to the gym, I have to remember those weights are not going to lift themselves. I have to put in the action in order to get the results that I'm looking for. And it's not going to happen overnight. So many things in life take time. Change takes time. But time is what it's going to take, and how much time are you willing to put into it is really the real question. How much time am I willing to put into my physical health and my well-being in order to see results? Because that's where the rubber meets the road. Is, have I put in that time? Have I put in that action in order to get results where I want to be? For so many years, I've tried to change other people. I've tried to change my environment. I've tried to change what people think about me by changing the outside appearance of myself. And really, the whole inside of me was a mess. The whole inside of me was a disaster. So really, I had nothing to offer. I cannot give what I do not have. You cannot give what you do not have. And that's a huge part of life, is as far as our experiences go, we have to go through those experiences to be able to share with other people that are going through the same experience or going through the same trials and tests in life. So many times in life today, I see people that say, I'm trying to change. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about quitting smoking. I'm thinking about quitting drinking. I'm thinking about starting a business. I'm thinking about doing entrepreneurship. But until you put that into action, the first step of action, it's not going to happen. And the thing about actions is you have to continue to take action. It's not just a one and done, okay, I took that step and now, all right, something's supposed to happen. No, this is a daily process. This is a daily process. Every single day, I have to take that action. I have to make that decision and take that action. One thing about trying is, unless you act on that trying, it's not going to happen. Tell you what, sit down in a chair and try to stand up. Okay, you stood up. What happened? You took the action. You put yourself out there and you did it. You told yourself, okay, I'm going to stand up, and you stood up. So that's a good example of life. Stop trying to do things, but do them. Be a doer, not just a sayer. I have to be a doer, not just a sayer. Actions do speak louder than words. If you don't believe me, look at people that have acted on an idea. The Wright brothers. They didn't just think about flying. They created an airplane. They created something that could do the action. Henry Ford, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and these are just a few of them. People that have taken action on a thought or an idea and made it happen. You have to act on the thought. And a big part of my life, and like I shared in one of my other videos of my story of getting sober, I couldn't just think about getting sober. I couldn't just think about cleaning up my life. I couldn't just think about not drinking and everything was going to be good. I couldn't just stop drinking and everything was going to be good. I had to act. I had to take action in a program to change my life, to change from the inside out. If I'm not changing from the inside out, then it's backwards. It's like putting the cart before the horse. You have to change from the inside out. And that's just key. That's just key in my life. And it's just what I'm going to continue to keep putting out there, because I think it's something that people struggle with a lot, because acting is hard. Putting things into action is hard. It takes work. It takes dedication. It takes being willing to change, being willing to be a better person, to live a better life. And it is hard. Work is hard. Working a program of action is hard, but it is worth it. And it's worth it because so much, after taking all that action, so much I have gained from being sober and from cleaning my life up and from cleaning up from the inside out and getting rid of all that junk and getting rid of all that stuff that I've struggled with for so long, and giving it to someone else and giving it to God. That's where I have found that freedom. And that all comes back to taking action and taking action in my program. In the program of addiction and alcoholism, I see a lot of people that they're in those rooms, they're in the program just to appear like they're doing well, just to appear like they're just there to please the judge, or they're there just because someone told them to be there. Well, I guarantee you, those people, they die. And like I said, death does not lie. Death does not lie. Whether you're doing what you say you're doing or you're not, it's going to come out in the wash. Everything comes out in the wash. Everything is going to happen, cause and effect. If you're saying one thing and doing another, that's just compromise, and that's just not being who you are and not being true to what you believe. Along with talking the talk, you got to walk the walk. You have to do the actions that meet up with your words and meet up with what you believe and what I believe. I'm not just speaking to you on YouTube. I'm not just speaking to an audience of you. I'm speaking to myself. This is something I need to hear every day. This is something that I have to live. And if I'm not doing that, if I'm not living that, if I'm not putting it into action, I shouldn't be talking. I shouldn't be giving this to you. But my goal here is just to inspire you to put change into action. Put change into action in your life. Stop saying you're going to do something and make a plan and do it. Because that's key in life. That is key. You have to make a plan and do it and implement it and put it into action. I could sit here all day and talk till I'm blue in the face. And words are just words until until they are put into action. Words are just words, and they're empty until we put it into action. Knowledge is just a good idea unless it's put into action. I could read books. I could listen to audiobooks. I could watch documentaries. But until I take that information and use it and put it into action, it's not going to do anything. It's just empty words. So I really hope you got something out of this video today, and I hope to see you on the next videos that I'm going to be coming out with. And please remember to like, subscribe, and share my channel. All right, thanks for showing up.